alerting. This is Storm Team 8.
Welcome back on the Sunday morning. A lot of clouds out there right now. Allendale live view. You can just see the first little images of twilight showing up, and overall more clouds, then clear skies, as you can see. And I think that's going to be the case at least in the first portion of the day. I hate it when there are little kinks in the forecast appear, and that can always happen when the upper level pattern of the jet stream is overhead, and one of those little kinks have come through. We call those an upper level wave that's moving through, and it's generating these showers out here across Lake Michigan. A couple moved on shore, for instance, just north of the Muskegon area. You can see some light showers out there right now. Also, just west of the Holland location, this is drifting ever so slowly to the east and north and east. So if you're on Holland to Port Sheldon area up towards Grand Haven, you certainly have a chance of a shower this during the morning hours. And I think that's where the greatest threat will be, along the lakeshore northwest of Grand Rapids, at least in the first half of the day. That will transition east of US 131 later on this afternoon as that shortwave continues to march its way eastward. Visibility, good news. Most areas doing just fine, although half-mile visibility in Ionia. So if you're traveling east on M21, be aware of that. Temperature-wise, another mild morning out there. Readings in the mid to upper 60s most areas inland, and right around 70 at the lakeshore. Dew point temperatures still up there quite a bit. And it's going to be another humid day. But yesterday didn't feel as bad as I thought it was going to. The east wind really kept the dew point temperatures in check. We stayed in the 60s with those dew points, but that is going to change tomorrow. It is going to feel pretty oppressive tomorrow, especially considering we haven't had a lot of hot, humid days this summer. The wind out there is out of the east. It will continue to be out of the east and eventually more southeast later on this afternoon. So you can kind of see with the infrared satellite radar composite, basically where that upper level wave is, right in through here. It's going to march through, and I'm hoping later in the day we get into this area with a little bit of clearing, so becoming partly cloudy scenario, but a good portion of the first half of the day is going to be underneath a fair amount of clouds with that brief chance of a shower. Water temperatures in the 70s from Grand Haven southward. Waves calm to a foot. Southeast east wind around 5 to 15 knots. Here it is on the Futurecast. Shows that brief chance of shower again, mostly northwest of Grand Rapids. Later on this afternoon, a couple showers possible east of US 131. But really most of the day will be dry, but a lot of clouds, unfortunately. I think I'm going to be a little optimistic. We'll call it becoming partly cloudy later this afternoon as we head towards early evening hours. Tonight, variable conditions out there, and tomorrow the heat and humidity will be on. Slight chance of a shower or thunderstorm. 8-day forecast. This one really has me scratching my head once we get to Wednesday and beyond. I usually typically look at 4 or 5 of my favorite forecast models, and I'm telling you, from Wednesday on, every one of them is different. So we will be tweaking this 8-day forecast. How's that for transparency, Mark?
Well, you get that sometimes around the Great Lakes. I mean,
yeah,
it's not the easiest to.
And invariably, it's always as you head into a holiday weekend when you really want to be right. And so
to let people
just
know.
stay tuned. But for sure, you know, hot and humid tomorrow. The heat's going to continue to Tuesday. Then we'll, I don't know, just flip a coin for the rest of the week.
Yeah, but I'm sure you'll be able to narrow it down as we get closer. Yeah. And guess what? Folks will survive. We'll figure out a way to plan accordingly. But let's take